WAEC and NECO examinations has been made easy by the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education with the Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO Candidates television program. Join seasoned teachers as they take you through these core subjects: mathematics, English language, physics, chemistry, and biology, targeting the exact syllabus of WAEC and NECO. Watch Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates on this station. Learners can also connect with Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates through these social media platforms to access more educational content and give their feedback. Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates. Pass your examinations with flying colors.
Welcome to Eko Learner Support for WAEC and NECO candidates. It's a beautiful day and I'm happy to be here today to take you on this ride. My name is Mr. Babajide Olanrewaju and I'll be your English language teacher for today's lesson. Today we are diving into the word of spellings. How do we spell? What are the right and wrong ways of spelling certain words in English language? Today, we will be going through this path, and I believe after today's lesson, you would understand which word should be spelled right and which word should not be spelled, in this particular way. Let's move on with today's lesson.
Eko Learners Support, a support program of the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education for WAEC and NECO candidates.
We are going to be looking at words commonly spelled wrongly in English. And at the end of today's lesson, I believe that students will be able to do the following: discuss why students spell words wrongly, identify words usually spelled wrongly by students, and lastly, we will contrast between wrong and right spellings. The question is, why do students spell some words wrongly? Students spell words wrongly for a number of reasons, and one of those reasons is phonological awareness difficulties. Many times we find that students struggle to recognize the sounds within words, which usually leads to spelling errors. We should understand that the 24 consonant sound and the 20 vowel sounds do not correspond with the 26 letters of the alphabet, even though many times most of these sounds are articulated using some of these alphabet. So students spell wrongly because of the phonological awareness difficulty. Imagine you want to spell the word success. Does it mean you have to include the alphabet the letter K in that sound? No. But the word success is spelled S-U-C-C-E-S-S, meaning that the alphabet C is pronounced with the sound K, which is a consonant sound. Another reason why students spell wrongly is because they lack knowledge of spelling generally. There's what we call spelling generalization, meaning that students have not been able to acquire the specific spelling order or pattern. There's a particular pattern or order in which words are being spelt in the English language. We will see that later on in the lesson. Then lastly, when you have underlying language learning weaknesses, we have spelling problems often stem from language learning challenges rather than visual issues. When students have problems with a particular language, it is most likely that they are going to have problems learning how to spell words in such language correctly. And finally, we have errors from learners and teachers. Many times, you find out that many errors that stem over the years has been as a result of errors generated by teachers when teaching students how to spell, or even learners when they are trying to learn a particular word. Come along with me on this journey as we learn how to spell correctly and look at ways to avoid spelling wrongly. Now, let's look at some spelling tips. For example, look at the word accommodate. Over the years, it has been discovered that students spell this word wrongly by either omitting a C or one M. This word accommodate has the double C and M, meaning you have two C's and two M when spelling accommodate, accommodation. For example, using it in a sentence, I would like to accommodate his wishes. Number two, the word achieve. It has also been discovered that achieve is usually spelled with the E coming before the I, whereas that is the wrong way of spelling. You must remember that the I will always come before the E. For example, he achieved all his dreams. Let's look at the word acquire. Acquire. When you look at the word acquire, you notice that you want to omit the C when spelling it because of the sound K. But acquire will always have a C and a Q when spelling it. The team acquired 3 players this year. Let's look at the word across. So when you want to spell across, you can always remember the word Ross. Let Ross roll across. It will help you to remember that you must always add 2 S to the word. Let roll the boat across the pond. And the word address. I've noticed over the years that students usually omit 1 D when spelling the word address. Address will deliver 2 Ds. 2 Ds when you are spelling it. For example, make sure you have the right address before you send the package. We also have the word advertise. Advertise. You always remember that to spell advertise, you must always have your ISE. The advert was revised. It can help you remember advertise. For example, Madison Avenue knows it pays to advertise. Madison Avenue knows it pays to advertise. Now, let's look at the word advice. We have 2 ways of spelling the word advice. We have advice and advise. Advice here is a noun. Is a noun. While the other one that ends with the S-E is a verb. You must know the differences between these 2. For example, you gave me good advice is as good as gold. Then we have the word among. It was among the living. Okay, let's look at the word apparent. To spell the word apparent, you need to spell with the 2 P's. It has PP, not 1 P, or not 2 R's, not RR, like many of us do. To remember this, you can use this simple tip. The app ate with its parents. So you spell apparent. For example, it's apparent that he made a mistake. We have the word argument. Argument is spelled without E. It's spelled without E. The word argue is different from argument. When you spell argue, it ends with an E. But when you spell argument, you do not include an E in the spelling. For example, the two politicians got into a heated argument. The next word is athlete. Athlete. Athlete is spelled with the L. Many times I've noticed students delete the L and just spell without it. For example, Tom Brady is one of the country's top athletes. And the next one we have here is awful. Awful is spelled A-W-F-U-L, not A-W-E, like some students would spell. Example, that food smelled awful. It must have spoiled in the fridge. Let's look at other words. The word either is spelled E-I-T-H-E-R. Either he goes or I do. The next one is the word embarrass. To spell embarrass, you need to spell it with two R. That means R-R and S-S. I don't want to embarrass you, but your pants have a rip. The next one, environment. Environment is spelled E-N-V-I-O-R-O-N-M-E-N-T, meaning that after the N, there's always the M. Please, let's take note of that. The next word is equipped. Equipped. The fact that you spell equip with just one P doesn't mean you will spell equipped with one P also. Equip comes with what? Two P's. So you spell E-Q-I-P-P-E-D. So we have it in this sentence. The plane is equipped with many of the modern luxuries and comforts. The next word is exaggerate. Exaggerate. When you spell the word exaggerate, it comes with two G and E. So we have it in this word. Don't exaggerate. The fish you caught was only 3 inches long. We have the word excellent. Excellent is spelled with two L's. L-L. And not one L. I've seen students spell excellent with one L. It is two L. The exact cell is bent. Yes, this is a tip if you want to learn how to spell it well. The meal was excellent. The next one, accept. Accept. My X is certain I am inept. This is a spelling tip. The students completed all the problems except the last one. So let's quickly run through words that we commonly spell wrongly. Let's look at the first word. Can we see? Calendar. Calendar is spelled with A-R, not E-R. So for those of you that spell your calendar with E-R, you need to make this adjustment now. The next one, Caribbean. Caribbean. Caribbean is spelled 1 R and 2 B's, not 2 R, 1 B. The next one, cemetery. Cemetery. It is spelled with T-C-M-E-M-E-T-E-R-Y, not C-M-E-T-E-T-A-R-Y. Okay, the next word we are spelling is the word chauffeur. Means a driver in French. A driver, but it's used in the English language, and it is spelled C-H-A-U-F-F-E-U-R, not C-H-A-U-F-F-E-R. You have to be very careful of your French words that have been absorbed into English language. You find out that many of them end with E-U-R. Then some of them usually come with silent T's, as we did in the previous lesson when we were looking at the consonant, the silent consonant. The next word is colleague. Colleague. It is not spelled C-O-L-L-E-G-U-E, but rather C-O-L-L-E-A-G-U-E. We have the word curiosity. Curiosity. Curiosity is spelled C-U-R-I-O-S-I-T-Y. You do not need to spell curious and city. That's how many students spell wrongly. The next one is definitely. Definitely. Definitely is spelled D-E-F-I-N-I-T-E-L-Y, not word de as we pronounce definite. It is definite. D-E-F-I-N-A-T-E-L-Y is the wrong way of spelling. The next word is dilemma. Dilemma. It is spelled with 2 M's, not 1 M and no N. We have the word disappear. Disappear is spelled with 1 S, 2 P's, not 2 S and 1 P. We have here the word disappoint. Same way you spell disappear with 1 S, 2 P's, not 2 S and 1 P. Then we have the word ecstasy. Ecstasy. It is spelled E-S-E-C-S-T-A-S-Y, not E-C-S-T-A-C-Y. Let's take more examples. We have the word guard. Guard is spelled with U-A, not A-U. We have the word happen. The happen is spelled with P-P-E-N-E-D, not H-A-P-P-E-N-D. No, that's the wrong way. Harass is spelled with 1 R, 2 S. Some of you will ask, why is it embarrass is spelled with 2 R and 2 S? And harass is 1 R, 1 S. It is the pattern. There's a certain pattern in which some of these words have been spelled. And we need to follow this pattern to get the right spellings of the word. Many times, if you know you are trying to spell a word and you do not get the word correctly, it's always good to consult your dictionary to help you with the right spellings of the words. Let's look at this word, honorary. Honorary is spelled without U. It's spelled without U. We have humorous. We can see humorous is without U. Independent. Millennium, 2 L's, 2 N. Necessary, 1 C and 2 S. Noticeable is spelled with E, not noticeable, as we would have it on the board. We have occasion. Occasion is spelled with 2 C, 1 S, not 1 C and 2 S. Occurred with 2 C and 2 R's. Now, we want to practice and see whether we can spell some of these words correctly. It is time for our practice test. I want us to go through the questions displayed and provide the correct answers to them. So let me start. India has been an dash country since 1947. Which is the correct spelling of independent? Which is the correct spelling? Is it A or B? Yes, it is A. It's not independent. B, successful. My sister is running a dash business. Successful is the word. Which is the correct spelling of successful? Is it A or B? Yes, it is B. Successful has 2 C and 2 S. I am meeting a dash afterward. Colleague. Which is the correct spelling of colleague? Is it the first or the second one? It is the what? The second one. Colleague. Are you booking dash rooms or sharing one? Is it, the word is separate. How do you spell separate? Is it A or B? Some of you are saying it's A, some of you are doubting B. It is spelled with A, yes. Wow, you are amazed, yes. Separate is spelled with A, not E. The next one, is getting a new car every year really necessary? How do you spell necessary? It will be 2 C and 2 S or 1 C and 1 S. It is 1 C and 1 S. 6. It is up to you, basically. How do you spell basically? Is it with CLY? Yes, it is with LLY. The next one, why do actresses try to look so glamorous? How do you spell your glamorous? Is it with U or without the U? It is what? Without the U. Glamorous. The next one, there's a lot of resistance. How do you spell your resistance? Do you spell with A or E? You spell it with the A. The next one, funny. Funny people can see the dark side of things. Is it humorous or humorous? The word is what? Humorous. Yes. And lastly, if you are fighting for your rights, you have got to be persistent. How do you spell persistent? Is it with A or with E? It is with what? It is with the E. We have come to the end of today's lesson.
Eko Learners Support, a support program of the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education for WAEC and NECO candidates.
I believe you've learned how to spell correctly and you know the right words to spell correctly and how to avoid spelling wrongly. For comments, feedback, and questions, you can contact us on our social media handle, and I hope to see you in the next lesson. Do have a beautiful day. Thank you.
Acing your WAEC and NECO examinations has been made easy by the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education with the Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates television program. Join seasoned teachers as they take you through these core subjects: mathematics, English language, physics, chemistry, and biology, targeting the exact syllabus of WAEC and NECO. Watch Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates on this station. Learners can also connect with Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates through these social media platforms to access more educational content and give their feedback. Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates. Pass your examinations with flying colors.